I come to you this week with a sober note to the Spot Report, and that has to do with the anti-Semitism that is growing exponentially across, specifically in Europe. There's been an influx of countries, and wherever the Muslims go, it's in there. Wherever they go, there is DNA that reveals their anti-Jewish, anti-Semitic attitudes. It's a given. We recognize it. Prime Minister Netanyahu has said that Europe today is comparable to the Europe of the 1930s prior to the Second World War in terms of the growing anti-Semitism that exists there. God has used us in the past, especially in the 90s and the early 2000s, to help bring some 80,000 Jews out of the former Soviet Union. Now, we didn't do it all. It takes people like us, ministries like us, to Christian Zionists, incidentally. That's where the bulk of the support for Jews leaving their countries, making Aliyah, immigrating to Israel. Christian Zionists, keep that in mind. But in the early 2000s, we began to refocus, I think, on the Hispanic Jews that are in the Americas. And we will continue to do that. But the sense of urgency that we feel right now is to reconsider, refocus on Europe, and particularly France. We are in touch with a rabbi on the ground there that has called out, pleaded with us to help him and the people that he's in contact to make Aliyah. They see how bad it is. We're in contact with a rabbi in the Ukraine who has sought us and asked if we can help them and the Jews that are in the Ukraine. Incidentally, there's been twice the number since first 6 months of 2014. There have been twice the number of Ukrainian Jews that have come out of the Ukraine, made Aliyah, than there were in 2013. So the Jews are recognizing the anti-Semitism is there. It's in the United States, but it's not affected the Jews here as much as it has elsewhere. In academia, it's rampant in secular academia today. So we have an opportunity to help, and I would just alert you and ask that you would prayerfully consider enlarging your ministry giving, so that we can be a part of bringing these Jews, these that are being increasingly persecuted, bring them out of the European countries, particularly France. We're focusing on France at this time. We hope to get the logistical setup in place so that we can help in the Ukraine as well. We already have contacts there. My wife's 40 Giclée paintings of the Auschwitz album revisited are part of the permanent collection in the Ukraine, eastern Ukraine. And as a matter of fact, where a lot of the uproars going on, the separatists, it's not quite as far east as Donetsk, but it is there. So pray with us on this, and we'll keep you informed. We're revising our website to make this possible for you to make your donations and to keep you updated as far as our Aliyah efforts. Keep us in mind, and pray for the Jews in Europe. You know, one of the passages that has been especially meaningful to me concerning the Aliyah of Jews and the role of Gentiles, it's from Isaiah chapter 49, verse 22. Yahweh says this, "See, I will beckon to the Gentiles," not the Jews, "I will beckon to the Gentiles, I will lift up my banner to the peoples, and they," who? The Gentiles, "and they will bring your sons in their arms and carry your daughters on their shoulders." There is a significant role that Gentiles are to have, and that prominent role will be played, I am persuaded, by Christian Zionists, the ones who believe that the covenant promises of God are still valid today as the day that they were given. And that includes the land promises, and that includes God's promise to regather his people. I will beckon to the Gentiles, and they will bring your sons in their arms and carry your daughters on their shoulder. So help us be a part of that calling in these days. Till next week, Od Ki Yavo Shiloh, or until Messiah comes, Yivareka Yahweh. God bless you.